Welcome, GMB pros, doing a double hitter today, a double hitter. You guys made me change my shirt. My wife's like, why are you changing? I'm doing a double hitter. I don't want to look like I've been wearing the same clothes all day. So we had a little car emergency. Had to go take the car to get some tire changes. But thank you. I appreciate you guys for showing up. Those that are catching the replay, I appreciate everyone's support. We have Chris Palmer today with Image SEO. So he should be popping in here. Those that didn't catch the earlier session today, it was from start to finish on Google Ads, in Google Ads. He literally opened it up, did from start to finish, you know, bam, 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 what to do. He did skip some stuff, but for the most part, it was start to finish. So take a look at that. We should have that in the replay.
When was it, Alfredo?
It was 3 o'clock. It was 3.
Oh, I didn't know. Otherwise, I would attend.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. It was again, I want, you know, I think it's worth repeating. Our goal for the GMB pros is to give you usable stuff, like over the shoulder stuff that within the 60 minutes you can go and apply it to grow your agency, to and our two goals, right? One, to grow your agency, or two, to help your client grow and help you with retention. So that's the ultimate goal that we have here with GMB pros, with all our classes and whatnot. So super excited. One thing I want to do, let's do an intro call. Those that are on here, Harry, for those that don't know you, I don't know how, but for those that don't know you, why don't you tell us about yourself, what type of agency, and where you're from?
Guys, I'm from LA, Los Angeles. I'm doing a lead generation since 1990, I would say 1998. Even Google wasn't around. And I was fighting with the Alta Vista to get my websites on the first page of Alta Vista. I don't know. And then, yeah, I'm doing a limousine service myself, and have, I would say, hundreds of websites, also the GMBs, all limousine related, nothing else. And yeah, and then still learning and learning and learning since 1998. I was following Alex Baker, Chris Winters, all the gurus. And then even this almost 25 years now, I'm doing this. Still, there are a lot of things to learn. And I like William Jones Marketing, since he's always giving a value and brings up all the new updates in the market. So, and this SEO business is that type of business. So even you know everything, still you need to learn and learn and learn more, get more stuff as possible. So this is the spice. So you need to be here, and I'm trying to attend all of the Zoom meetings to get as much knowledge as possible. And yeah, and I love also Chris Palmer. He's my favorite guy, and I hope he's going to show up soon. Let's see.
Yeah, he will be here, by the way. He will be here.
Okay, great. And then another question. I missed that today. Earlier you said you had the Zoom meeting with him or with the ads. Is that the recording available?
Yeah. We'll throw it up just like in the GMB pros.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a double dipping for you guys because we don't have nothing Thanksgiving tomorrow or Friday, but I still wanted to give you a good solid for video guys for you guys to have and execute on there. John, would you like to come on, kind of introduce yourself, what kind of agency and where you're from? Or Jeffrey? And then I'm gonna hit you up, Shantae. Jeffrey, there he is, the man, the legend.
Finally got it working.
Yeah, okay.
I've been online since '96. Mostly with my own businesses. And then now I'm trying just to do something a little bit different. Get out of what I've been doing the last 15 years and concentrate on a little more review, marketing, and then with those clients, add the SEO part of it to it.
Awesome. Where are you from again?
San Antonio, Texas.
That's right, Texas, San Antonio, Texas. Awesome. Thank you, Jeffrey. Mrs. Wolf, how are you?
Good. How's it going?
Good, good, good. A close friend. I consider her a close friend. We work together. Why don't you introduce yourself? Where you're from? What kind of agency you have?
So my name is Shantae Wolf, and I'm in San Diego, California.
Yeah.
And I have my opposite of most people who've come on. I haven't been in this since 96 or 86 or 2017 even. I'm pretty new to the agency world. Both Alfredo and I kind of came through the local marketing vault, and that probably goes back to like 2018 or so. And I am currently focusing on a services industry for the flooring and landscaping industry. Doing I don't like to say that I'm doing SEO. I like to say that I'm building partners to help them grow their business. And it happens, if it happens to come as a result of SEO, great. But I just believe that, business owners want more money. And for the most part, they don't really care, about all the tactics and things. But I like being on these calls to understand and learn how I can continue to bring value without throwing a bunch of tech to my clients.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And that's the reality. So, it's no secret, and I'll have him on here. We just talked about it. So, Brett over at Mindsaw, he really drove this thing into me, right? As far as like customers, the reality, they don't even care about the green grids. We use that as a measurement and like a deliverable. They don't care about, like what Shante says, all the tech stuff and blah blah blah. And then the SEO and the website and GMB, all they want is that phone calls and customers in the door. Period. End of story. Right. So that's a great share, Shante. I appreciate that, and very, 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 very true. Let's see, we got Seth, we got James, and Tony. The last time you came on earlier, but it said just kept connecting on Audible. I don't know if you can unmute and then maybe say hello, introduce yourself. Then we have James or Seth.
How you going?
Tony, how you doing, man?
Good. Yourself?
I'm blessed. Why don't you tell us where you're from? What kind of agency you do?
Oh, I'm from Australia. I'm just starting up learning. Hopefully, January I'll do my own agency. Mainly just I need to work from home so I can look after my parents. That's the main reason. Yeah.
That's an awesome.
At the moment, I've got my own business, but it's a shop front, and it's very hard to juggle working from retail premises and then looking after my parents, like evenings, bringing the specialists and stuff like that. For work from home is a lot easier. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. Chris should be hopping on here. So thanks for the share. So the story, Tony's from Australia, right? And his funny story is I met him in the Philippines. So, we got like, how the world can come together in this little bubble we call marketing, right? And William Jones and GMB Pro. So love it. Seth and James, you guys want to come on, or John, and introduce yourself? You can unmute. I think I have it. Yeah, everybody has unmuted and should.
Also, I just want to say it was a great conference. I had a good time, and it's only 8 hours from Australia.
Yes, absolutely.
So if we have to fly to the States, it's about 24 hours.
Yeah.
what time you stop over and stuff. So
Awesome. Absolutely. So we have a lot of, you know, from veterans in here, we have a lot of people that are just starting. And so you know, it's been a blessing, the growth that even I've seen some of us in here take. So let's see here, Tony, James, or John, if you guys want to, John, I see you unmuted. If you want to introduce yourself and where you're from and what type of agency.
Hi, Alfredo. Sorry. I'm from the UK, from London, and yeah, I've been. I started in around about 95, and then I did it for sort of part-time work because I had a full-time job. So I was just running some e-commerce stuff and drop shipping and stuff like that. Then in 2007, I came back to London. I was living in the States at the time because I was working down in Miami. And I came back to London and 2007 and started doing reputation management. Didn't really cotton to that because I got too many criminals. So then I started marketing online for other people, doing mainly, for some reason, I kept getting asked to do SEO. So I stuck with that, and I'm still doing it today for my sins. But I enjoy it. I love it, and I love what you guys are doing. Love Chris Palmer as well. So thank you for having. The only reason I'm unmuted, I mean, I don't have a camera on, is that I'm actually sitting here in my pajamas, and I don't think you want to see that. So it's middle of the night here, about 1 o'clock in the morning, I think. I've done 20 hours already, so I'm a bit rough for you know, to look at. So I'm doing you guys a favor, I think. So, but no, I enjoy what I do. I have a variety of clients, and it's a bit, for me, it's SEO is a bit like doing Sudoku. You know, when you get all the bits fitting in the right way, it all works out. Sometimes it goes a bit wrong, and then you have to start rethinking the game. But it's an evolving thing, and I love the fact that you guys are keeping up with it.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Now, just to kind of, John, like in your journey, and like you said, you put the puzzles together. Would you say you have a process that is set already, and then you just tweak little bits and pieces, maybe add to it, maybe take away from it?
I do in some ways, but I have such a variety of clients. I mean, I started my game a long time ago in e-commerce, but as you know, that's slightly different from the local business. So I still do 1 or 2, but it's a lot of work, and so I keep it down to 2. But I do love the local business now, and the way that's evolving, and what Google is doing. So yes, I do have a process from the beginning, but it really depends on how far clients have got. And I've started really with what someone once called the red rope policy, where I don't really take on clients who are sort of beginning, mainly because it's too much hard work doing all the basics for them. I tend to try and get clients who are established, who do know what the value of my work is, rather than trying to educate them. I'm lucky because I'm older, so I have the luxury that I'm technically retired. So you know, if I don't want to do it, I'll do something else. But I do enjoy what I'm doing.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate everybody sharing and introducing themselves. It's kind of like a new thing I want to do, get everybody to know each other, get those connections going. I saw it in another group. I'm like, man, I need to be doing that in our group. So shout outs to Monik. He's the one that gave me the idea. So wonderful. I appreciate everybody sharing and coming on here. Chris, what's happening, man?
Man, you know what? I was busting my girl's chops because I told her, like, the last time we had the meeting, I was like, you know, I had to tell all my friends that you never cook. So tonight she knew that I was coming, and she made me bake ziti. I was like, sorry, honey, I gotta go. Sorry, a little late, but dude, I had a whole pile. This is a rare occasion right here, you know? So it's a good day.
Awesome.
How are you, man?
I have another one for you, Chris.
Yes.
That's
Yum.
a crab cake.
Love crab cakes.
Awesome.
So what's new? What's up? I know you like to do the topic thing. What's the?
So today, I love what you did, and you know where I'm gonna go. Like I go to, if you guys don't follow, and I don't know why, or I'll be shocked if you guys don't follow Chris on YouTube, right? He gives a lot of stuff on there. And the cool part, I don't even want to bring it up too much, but the last time Chris was on here, he gave some stuff that for this group specifically. But with all that being said, guys, follow Chris. Those that are watching the replay don't know who Chris is, that you've been living under a rock. You know, the dude is a big tester. The guy, you know, he's a giver. Anytime you see him on any stage on YouTube, he opens the hood. In fact, when I tell you guys over the shoulder stuff, showing you step by step, I have to give credit to Chris. That's where I got it from. So when I say that, that's the inspiration, because he really does that. He really goes into it. So with that being said, Chris, I saw one of your, I don't think a lot of people really focus on this, and I'm trying to make this long-winded while you eat. But
No, this is my second plate.
All right. So it's image SEO. I think it's an underutilized tool. And I was speaking to another one of my teachers, mentors, whatever you want to call him, Lee, and he actually showed me a graph, right? And he showed me from like 2019, way back to date. And in here, like people will say images. Oh, they take the hrefs alt tags off, or some people do the name. It doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? It's something that I think it's one of the sandboxes. There's some weight. I think throughout the years, Google will give it more weight and less weight, right? Like schema, it'll give it more weight and less weight. And, you know, but it's in there. It is, I think, a ranking factor. Whether this year or Google's feeling, you know, however Google's feeling, it'll give it more up and down, right? So with that being said, I think it's an underutilized tool. It's an underutilized factor that people don't focus time and time again. One of the basic view source, alt tag, right? And bam, you'll see the quotations, empty, 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 empty. And if you do that alone and put some keywords in there and do the name and do the alt tag and do the description, everything that you can do to an image, is it going to move you from, you know, 20 to 5 or 5 to 1?
Nope.
But it just one of those things diversifies. So if Google decides to like, hey, I'm going to do this update, I think it'll bulletproof you. It won't affect you as much because you diversified those ranking factors. One of them, I think, is being images. So none other than Mr. Chris Palmer to show us, Chris, how do you know, SEO, image SEO, right?
Well, yeah, and I have, see, everything is easy when you're working on one case. Get out of my office, please. Go. Go. Right, I gave you everything. Sorry. He thinks we're buddies, you know, he just walks in, does what he wants. Like we're not that cool. As far as the images, see when you're doing it for yourself, it's one thing, and I think you could take the time, you know, if you're just working on one site. But when I've tested to figure out, well, which thing specifically actually moves the needle and what matters, in my opinion, it's the unique title and then having a unique image. So then we started going down the rabbit hole of, well, what's Google deem, unique? So just like with content, what we do for location pages that we found, if we want to have a higher indexation rate, it's not indexing that the issue is, it's keeping pages indexed, especially location landing pages where we want to cut corners and use the same content. One of the easiest, fastest ways to get a jump is to make sure we have unique images. Generally 2 images per 1,000 words would be the rule of thumb. So if we're going to do a brief piece so we could have a burst of information, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. So the tool that, I've used it. I no longer use it because I have somebody, Andrea does it. She's on the team. She does she works with me. She does this type of stuff. However, Image Blaster comes with the Blaster suite. I use all their stuff, like a lot of it. The big one though is the Image Blaster and the Video Spin Blaster Pro. So in order to do this, for instance, when we're creating a location page, I'll walk through this if you'd like. Is this what you're aiming for? A
Yep,
piece of
yep.
information,
Yeah,
Alfredo?
this is exactly what you did on the YouTube video.
Oh, did I do the whole thing?
Yeah. You took it was like parent or what was it? Oh no, the capital states, right? So you took the capitals of each state and then you threw it in
Oh,
here
yeah.
and it made a change.
Oh, and it's still sitting in here. Yeah, because I don't.
Is it still in there? Is that the same one? That's funny.
This is yeah, because I was making I'm making a training for topical relevance, and this is one of the pieces of it. You got to get those images right. But yeah, if I already did it though, is that are you interested in the process or what? How could I be of value?
Yeah, the process and then also the importance, like how you're talking about. I just don't think enough people talk about this one little section of how to SEO and how to, and then you like did it in scale, right? You did it quick. You kind of boom, boom, boom.
Always.
You kind of did it for you.
Everything's got to be at scale. Like in this case, he's starting off, he has 4 primary services. And then on top of that, he wants to hit every state. So there's 50 states. And then there's generally 30 to 50 cities. So when you got to do that, I don't want to go, even if somebody's like, hey, why not use AI? Yeah, but that takes mad long, you know? So what I like to do is I just like to take the image because any change in the pixels makes a unique image. Google's good, but they're not that good. And they can see down to the size of a 6px, right? Because I tested it. Hey, how small can I get it? So what I like to do is I just like to throw either location or a logo on top of an image, whatever image I want. And if I change the location, it makes a unique image, essentially. So what we do here, I won't go through the whole thing as it's on YouTube, but the basic breakdown of this particular project was pretty simple. What I did is I went out here to Google. I actually had my brother do this part. I had him go and grab the state buildings, right? For every state. And I believe I thought he had GSA Image Spider, or like Scrapebox, but he doesn't. So he went and got every single one literally from this. Because that's what he said. Hey, I just went out and did a search. So he grabbed each of these images specifically for every single state. And then what we did is we just put a logo on it, or we just put the name of we'll put the city name, or we'll just put whatever the name is. So essentially you'll just come in here, take this, see here if it's going to let me do it. Right click. Can I just steal this? I don't see why I can't. Save image as. I'll go through it real quick just so you have a general idea. So image, go to the desktop. Let's see what we got cooking. Anything? Image Alfredo. And then you want to know about optimization. And this is just my opinion. So we'll take that image and then say what's cool about this tool is I can come in here. Let's move this thing out of my way. Man, you're the one that got me going on with the Zoom, man. Like usually the clients use Microsoft Teams. Like a lot of my clients use that already. And I've always just used Google, but I kind of like Zoom in a way. It's pretty sweet. Yeah. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll go to image editor. Oh, my start. Click this, add at least one image. Okay. Add an image from the folder, go to the desktop, click OK. It looks like it found it. It doesn't matter. And what we'll do is we're just going to hit this button. And then I'm just going to tell where it needs to be outputted. And essentially it's going to do exactly what I said. It's going to go and put a watermark on the image in different places in order to make unique images, right? When we're talking about other optimizations, okay, another thing that used to work really, really well to give a little bit more of a boost, right, or more value for this group. Is this one going on YouTube, Alfredo?
I want to say, yeah, but I can pause the recording.
Yeah, here, I'll give you some heat, but we can't have this showing up on YouTube. Places. A lot of those places would reward him by stuffing the content inside. So pretty sick, right?
Yeah, sexy,
So
sexy.
that's an optimization.
Okay.
The other optimization for images, because you asked about that. The only other thing that I ever care about, again, I think that it's worthwhile, but not on every single page. You know, like I'm not going to go out of my way to mark up every single image, but if there's a hero image on the page or at the bottom, you should have at least one good image in order to help explain the page, right? It makes a high quality page. It says it in white paper. I would do markup for that. So just image schema, and I would just follow the guidelines or the recommendations from here. Like whatever they're calling for inside of here, this is generally what I tell them to follow. But more specifically, see where it says text? Any type of schema that you're working on, as long as it says text, that's what we add into the page. All right. So if you want to go crazy, or if it's something I really want to win, like truck accident lawyer, like, yeah, we marked up the images for sure. So that's as far as I'll go. And then as far as alt text is concerned, you want to be descriptive, but I also am looking to meet a quota or a count is what I call it. You know, if I'm looking at leading competition and a leading competitor is ranking for, say, chiropractor LA, if they're ranking up at the top for chiropractor LA and I pull in their code and I could see that they have 20 images and 10 of them are optimized, I want to make sure that I have 10 that are optimized with the alt text. You know what I'm saying? Alt text. But that's as far as I'll go. Like, I don't think anything else is worthwhile. How else can I give you more value, Alfredo? Is that good?
Well, I mean, that was great, guys. The low hanging fruit, right? Some alt text. And then Chris just gave us
little bonus.
Fast, simple, effective, right? Stuff that, minimum dosage of effectiveness is what we would call it, like in the gym, right? How much TRT do I need? The minimum dosage of effectiveness, right? What do I need to do to, make it bump? And I think with this, like I said, it's just a diversity. We know it's a factor. It's just that month, that year, how much Google's going to give it to us. So we throw it in there. So if Google decides to go pollo loco on us, hey, we have a diversity in there. So it's not these huge jumps that we see, sometimes from these updates. So any questions, guys? Any questions? As you know, entity is a big thing. Chris is creating something, he alluded to it earlier as far as images for entity, stacking and entity, and as far as its training. So we definitely look forward to that. We got a sneak peek. So image SEO, guys, image SEO. Any questions, guys? If we don't, we are coming up on the 40-minute mark. So any questions specifically to this? Chris is here. Harry,
I think I hit all the key elements of optimization. Unique image, alt tag, title it with the keywords. Oh, don't listen to basic tools, right? Like a basic tool like your SEMrush or like, inside or Yoast is considered a basic tool. Like it'll say, hey, your title tag is too long. It's the same with the images. Like I would be very descriptive with the image. Super long titles, very long. For
1000%, 1000%. Shantae, what's your question? What's your question, girl?
I just have a quick question. So, Chris, would you recommend I know you said you're not using Image Blaster because you have someone doing it for you, but would you recommend using it as a tool?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I do use it. I just don't personally use it. You know what I mean? Not anymore. Okay. So yes, absolutely. That's a delegated task now.
Yeah, because you can do so much with it, like bam, bam, quick, right? Even for your VA.
It's very quick, very, very quick. Like I could take one image and make it into 1,000 unique images in it literally seconds. Like very, very quick.
Yes.
I've got a question for Chris.
Sure.
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah, is there any taking picture with like an iPhone at the location? Does that help at all, or? for location pages?
But so we're talking, this stuff can be added, you know, if you really want to. I don't
Alright.
think I'm going out of my way to do that though. That's
Alright.
not going to be something that's going to take me up and over. Nah.
No. All right. And also, I'm trying to buy some stuff off your shop. Is it online?
For sure. Absolutely.
Right.
Services.chrispalmermarketing.
Yeah,
I'm
but I tried just
transitioning
this
it,
morning. Yeah.
but yeah, I'm moving stuff over, but the
All right. Yeah.
the shop, the old one's still there.
All right.
You know?
Perfect. All right.
Good questions, guys. Any more questions?
I have a quick question. Chris, you said that it's not working anymore for the Google business profile. Is that, I just want to clarify, you said that's not working there anymore.
Doing hex editing or changing location information of an image.
Changing the location information.
We don't do that any longer now. I mean, we probably haven't tried it though in the last 90 days, but I mean, it was not worth the time at all.
Okay, great.
You know, plus when you go and find those images on Google servers, right? Like if you go right out, if I go out to maps, right? I'm sure you guys know about that. If I go out to maps, say I'm looking for a personal injury lawyer, New York City, right? But all I'm going to get at is this: Morgan & Morgan, the king. Anyway, if I come inside here, I'm not sure about this in the pro list. This might be slightly changed, but if I come inside of here, right, open up this little gentleman's listing, and I were to come over here and do a quick inspect, and then come over here and go into the source, and then I come in here to the IH3. Generally, this is where the images are housed. You got to go to the actual business and it can't be sponsored. However, just to prove a point, when you get to the business owner's images, right? If I were to get this, there's none of that information is still there. You know what I'm saying? So, and two, why would they want to house that? You know, so nah. Are they reading it when you upload it and then they're not retaining it? I would assume that they're probably stripping it just for safety. Like there can't be anything in there that's malformatted, you know? That's just my opinion.
And this isn't great. I didn't even know this part.
Yes. Yeah, and then you can use these too. I've shown that before. I even think William was deploying that for a while. Quickly realized that you can run traffic to these, like your images, but through their server, like instead of running it to the profile, and they quickly accrue, same with the videos. They'll accrue like views. Even if it's on your profile. Pretty sick.
Nice,
So,
nice.
yeah, so they're counting it. Also too, yeah, I won't give you too much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Guys, with that being said, I hope everybody, even those that are catching the replay, have a great Thanksgiving, spending it with your families. GMB Pros will take the next 2 days off. That's why we did a double whammy today to kind of give you 4 classes for you guys to have. I look forward to next week, guys. With that being said, much love, much success, and I'll see you on the next one.